Hey, it's Monday. I I say that because I often wonder how many people rely on me and my little videos to tell them what day it is, and it's Monday. You know, one thing about me is that I wear my heart out on my sleeve, which is gross and leaves stains and is weird. It makes people wonder why I'm wearing sleeves in this hot weather, but it's who I am. I I can't really change it. It's something that I've always done, and it's part of me. So that's what it is. And with that in mind, today I'm going to try to answer a question asked to me yesterday by my dear friend and author of the book Fear of Our Fathers, who was featured on Court TV not that long ago, Lisa Benici. She asked me yesterday how having long COVID has changed my perspective on my own life journey, and damn, that's a lot of question right there. That's a lot of question, and I'm going to try and spontaneously answer that, even though I have thought about it quite a lot since it was asked to me last night. There's so many changes that have happened because of the long COVID. Chiefly among them being is that I have never in my life been the one that was, I've always been healthy. I've never had to worry about, I never got real sick as a child. I had the chicken pox. And I don't remember that being too bad. I may be wrong, but even when I was, even when I got the mumps, I didn't get mumps. I got a mump. I only got one mump, which didn't give me a whole lot of sympathy. It was like my mom was like, "Shut the fuck up! You only got one mump," and so. Yeah, I was always healthy, and in a way, I kind of took my health for granted. Um, for one thing, I did live with the specter of a couple of things hanging over my head, like heart disease. I always, for the longest time, ever since my dad's younger brother Bill passed away from a heart attack, I lived with the specter of heart disease. I didn't, I was afraid at 30. I was, I thought I was gonna, and then 40, and then there ain't no way I'm gonna make it to 50. And then here I am sitting at 60, and last October had a cardiologist check my heart out, and everything was fine. And I'm like, after the way I acted in the 80s and 90s, and even up until, even in the last 20 years, somewhat, I am so surprised by that. But I never thought that I'd be sitting here talking about a chronic illness like long COVID. So it's made me reevaluate a whole lot of stuff. I'm more aware of what other people, I heard about people talking about fibromyalgia and people who talked about complained, and I use that in not the pejorative, sort of. I don't mean that as an insult. They complained of chronic, health problems, and some of them hadn't had it, checked out by a doctor. And in a way, I think I kind of also questioned the validity of it. I often wondered if people were making it up and maybe, hypochondriacs. But now I know that even though some people may be, that not everybody is, and that there is legitimate illnesses that people can't see. I don't know how good a job I'm doing answering that question, but I'm much more aware of a lot of things. I realize that I've been robbed of an entire year of my life, and I'm trying not to look at it that way. I'm trying to look at it on the bright side of life, where it's just given me a bunch of different challenges to overcome, and I've tried to adapt, and I've forced myself out of a comfort zone, and I continue to make these videos, even though I felt their need was gone when the pandemic eased up and we all got out of quarantine. It's made me reevaluate a whole lot of things, Lisa, and it's made me reevaluate friendship. It's made me reevaluate who I've had in, who I let in my circle, so to speak. It's been overwhelming, and I maybe should have wrote my answer down, but it also helped me find Rise mushroom matcha. So I may visit this question again, because I'm losing my train of thought, because I think it made me appreciate who I was a lot more, and it made me want to get back to, made me want even more. Let's see. All right, another thing that changed is I was recovering from another setback. I mean, the pandemic itself was a huge setback for my career and my work, and I was trying to get over a setback, and it's like I'm always trying to get over setbacks, and some people don't understand that when you start from nothing, you need everything to go right to get back, to get to a point of flush. I haven't really. I was doing pretty good when I came back to Sioux City, and then I had the setback of losing the gig that had me doing really good, and then I have been trying ever since to get back from mistakes that I've made, and actions of others that have had on my life, and it just seemed like every step of the way it's been another knockdown, and COVID took away I had progress going, and then I had plans. I had plans for I had work lined up. I had plans for getting my license back. All that seemed possible. Because I kept getting back up, because I got back up, because I worked my ass off to get work in painting, and then just when I thought again that everything was going to be all right, I got knocked down with COVID, and it made me realize that you can plan all you want to. And if you're lucky enough to have if you're lucky enough to have plans go as planned, then like I said, you're lucky. That doesn't happen for everybody, and all my plans that I had last year at this time, before I got the COVID, were eliminated, were squashed. And I think that's going to be my. So that's it. Plans are fragile. That's another one. I don't know. Did I answer your question, Lisa? We can always chat about this. So I'm going to wrap this up quickly. Kids, I'm going to make some changes here. I had a conversation yesterday, and I'm always getting advice. People are always giving me advice on how to, what I need to do to overcome some of my challenges with getting these things more views. I am a creature of reactions. I thrive on reaction, and I always have, and I always will, and so what? It was suggested yesterday that maybe I need to post less on Facebook, and I'm going to give that a shot. I know that I did take that 1 week off, and it seemed to pique everybody's interest. And then when I came back on, it showed in the number of reactions and interactions I got on this thing. I'm not going to stop making the videos. I know. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that this friend seems to think that that if you post too much, the algorithm kind of shoves you down a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my tea time videos, but I'm going to post them only on YouTube. And I may even make a special tea time every week for my Patreon page. So for the people that really want to see my videos daily, they'll be on YouTube. I think I'm going to try this for a while, and I'm going to limit my tea time posts on Facebook to maybe 1 to 3 a week. Because I'm trying to build something here. I'm an old man trying to fit into a world that has changed around him. The comedy business is completely different than the one that I knew, and I'm fighting ageism. I'm fighting the change that I don't have access to videos of stage time all the time. I can't get that stage time all the time, and I don't know, man. Going back to open mic nights and starting all over is just, I don't know. Maybe I'm being something. I don't know where I'm trying to get here, but I just don't feel like I like starting completely over to going to, from square one. And if I have to, I have to. I don't know, but that's the way it's going to be for a little while. I'm going to pull back on my Facebook posts for the videos. They're going to be on my YouTube channel, and I ask you to subscribe to that channel. And if you're already subscribed, please interact with me there. Hit the like button, hit the comments, and let people know that I'm there. It would help me greatly, because even after saying all this stuff every day on my YouTube or my Facebook videos, there's, like yesterday there was over 200 likes or 200 views and very few likes, and the comments were pretty good, and that always that makes me wonder what the hell's going on. Why? And I've asked, and nobody seems to really want to answer me why they're viewing and not commenting or interacting. And anyway, I'm rambling. This is the longest one ever, and so there you go. Look for me on YouTube. Like, comment, share. Help me out here, kids. I'm an old man trying to fit into the brave new world. One love, y'all. One love, and thanks for all your support and uplifting words. Love you. Peace.